In the 5th century BCE, a new idea began to spread across northern India. It didn't rely on gods, rituals, or sacred sacrifices. It instead focused on the human mind and the possibility of ending suffering through understanding. This idea was Buddhism. Buddhism began with a man called Siddhartha Gautama. He was a prince born into luxury in ancient India. He was protected from the hardships because he was a royal, until he saw something that changed everything. He saw suffering, he saw sickness, old age, and death. Siddhartha Gautama was haunted by the suffering of others, so he left his palace behind. He gave up his wealth, his status, and his comfort, and he tried searching for the truth behind human suffering, or a spiritual awakening. For years, Siddhartha studied with holy men, and he even practiced intense meditation. But he realized riches or hardships and war isn't going to bring about peace. Instead, he followed what he called the middle way, which is a balanced life between excess and self-punishment. So at age 35, while meditating beneath the Bodhi tree, Siddhartha achieved enlightenment, and he became what we know as the Buddha, or otherwise known as the Enlightened One. The Buddha began teaching a simple but pretty powerful truth. It's that all humans suffer, but suffering can end. The way the Buddha explained this way of thinking is through the Four Noble Truths. The main principles that the Buddha taught is that life involves suffering, and suffering is caused by desire. The way of ending suffering is ending desire, and the Eightfold Path leads to the ending of suffering. The Eightfold Path was a guide for living wisely. It encouraged right speech, right action, right mindfulness, and more. And unlike other religions of the time, Buddhism focused on the human mind, personal behavior, and compassion, not to gods. In ancient India, society was divided into a caste system, with priests being on top, then warriors, merchants, commoners, and then there was even untouchables, who were the poorest of the poor. But Buddhism rejected this idea completely. Buddhism taught that anyone, including the farmers, merchants, or even the poorest of the poor, could reach enlightenment. There was no required social class to be considered high in the society. Everyone had the ability to seek truth for themselves. Buddhism grew massively. Monks and nuns formed communities called monasteries, where people could meditate, learn, and find support. It was very popular among the common people because it did not require any sort of social status to worship a god. Buddhism really took off in popularity after the Mauryan Empire Emperor Asoka took office. Much like the Buddha, after witnessing the horrors of war and suffering, Asoka converted to Buddhism. Emperor Asoka erected the Asokan Pillars, which contained the key principles of Buddhism and appealed to everyone. Buddhism then spread like wildfire. Its Buddhist teachings traveled to China, Korea, Japan, and Southeast Asia through trade routes like the Silk Road. Today, Buddhism is one of the world's major religions. It's practiced by millions across Asia and beyond, but its message still remains the same even after thousands of years. It's understanding the mind, choosing compassion, and finding peace through inner wisdom.